I would like to testify to the good things that Kent Hovind has done to my life, impacted my life. The first thing being, I knew about the creationism for just about 6 months or so until I stumbled upon Kent Hovind's videos on YouTube, Google's YouTube. Most people don't realize Google owns YouTube, but there you go. So from Kent's seminars, he was very adamant about King James Bible, and I'd heard that before as well from actually the same individual who told me about creationism. They preached about a perfect Bible being the King James Bible, and from there I kind of went on to other people studying the topic of this King James Bible, King James or KJV onlyism, and after several months of study, I concluded that they were I'm still I'm still not 100% sure the King James Bible is absolutely perfect. I have issues with some things. I'm studying the Spanish translation as well, and this is kind of off topic, but here you go. Their Spanish translation, Reign of Valera, I don't know, 16, I can't remember the year, is it 16? Or is it 14? I can't remember, 1600s, 1400s, somewhere, one of those. I don't think it's 1800s, it's a pretty old one I have a copy of, and there's some inconsistency there, but beside that, so I studied the King James Bible, and I've come to the conclusion that the King James Bible is the only Bible for an English speaker that there's probably ever going to be. The update versions, I'm not going to get into it, what's wrong with those, but you can study the matter yourself. I actually have videos on my channel here that go into it, and I recommend people and write me or whatever. So anyways, getting off topic. Because of the King James Bible issue, I studied that and said, yeah, the King James Bible is the Bible we ought to use. And because of that, I started listening to a preacher, Stephen Anderson, who was real adamant about this grace-only, easy believism doctrine. I studied that, and I studied that pretty well, I don't know, 3 months, 4 months. And I concluded, mainly through Stephen Anderson's teaching, but also, that the once saved, always saved is correct. I didn't believe that. I was actually a staunch opponent of that. The first studies I actually got into were taking notes of verses that, to me, appeared to say that the opposite, where the Bible would say you can lose your salvation. But that's the greatest impact that Kent Hovind's had. Was first he was through his creation videos he talked about King James Bible. From the King James Bible, I found out that was true. And then once I started paying attention to people who preached KJV onlyism, most of them were adamant about once saved, always saved, grace only, eternal security, the believer. Is another doctrine, and preservation of the saints being the same thing, just a different title. So that's the biggest contribution he's done to me. Creationism is one thing, but what's actually more important is the gospel of, if you believe in Jesus Christ, you are saved. Thanks for your time.